Good morning, everyone. It's Gal. We are playing some more Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise Randomizer. Continuing our trick-or-treat mini-series, we'll say. This time, we are once again doing a dark matter hunt. The big difference this time is instead of sending the teenagers to babysit, we are getting Grandpa Tella. So the only characters we're going to be able to recruit are Rydia, Palom, and Porum, Tella starting, T. Wildish, standard glitches, no adamants, night mode, which means no shops on the overworld, which could matter. We're definitely going to get a magma key. And yeah, I think this is going to be fun. We are going to be guaranteed to have a all-mage party. The early game on this could be very frustrating. But I think the fact that we're guaranteed a magma key is good. And once we get that darkness crystal, we just get to take our party, do a D-machine grind, and just wreck everything. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. I honestly have no idea how this is gonna go. I just felt like it would be fun. I guess the other big thing with this one compared to the last one that I was on is this one is dupes. So if we end up feeling like it, we can do... There's our magma key. Okay. We get Dancing Dagger. Oh, that's right. We start with Dancing Daggers, Tiaras. Or Dancing Daggers and a Tiara. So magma key... Magma key start is good. That gives us access to a lot of looting. The other important thing with that is that gives us access to shops early. So when we're doing our early looting, we can actually, spend the money we're getting. So this being dark matter means we definitely want to full loot everywhere we can. Sylph summon early is awesome. We're going to hope that we can find a Rydia early. Ideally, we're going to end up with one Porum and the rest Palom and Rydia in some combination. Firebomb is actually a really good find here for us as well. I think the other thing I'm going to do right away is head over to Toroya and get our free key item. Because while looting early is good, we do still need to be moving forward because we need to at least... I mean, I guess technically all we really need is the Darkness Crystal at this point. Depending on what items we find. But we have access to, like... Actually, that's really good. That gives us another character right away. This gives us access to Sylph Cave, which is rough but doable. I mean, long term is very doable. It gives us access to what is Summon Cave. It gives us access to Dwarf Castle. Like, we have access to a lot of stuff right off the bat here that we can loot. Ethers are a good find here. Part of the reason we're going over here is specifically because I'm stopping to get the Sand Ruby, and I figured I would just loot Mist while I was there. Because we don't really have a lot of reason to go back to Mist after this. I think that's another Palom. No. That's Porum. Okay. And yes, since I didn't specify it, Palom and Porum are named Trick and Treat, respectively. I mean, I guess let's just keep looting. Where are we at on... So my thought here is basically to loot basically until our inventory is full once. And then from there we can go underground. That'll give us an opportunity to sell everything, stop at some stores. We have a lot of gear that we can't use because we have a mage. We are guaranteed to be a mage party. Like, we could keep one copy of certain things to give, like, Porum or Rydia a bow. If we find, like, a heroine robe for them. Because we do have now a samurai and an archer bow, and that could be good early game. But I think that the J items like fire bombs are going to be more valuable for that. I hate that door. Another firebomb. Nice. I can't remember if firebombs are one of the HP scaling ones. I think they are, which is slightly annoying, but that's not a huge deal, I guess. Mute Knife is nice. That's that's an MP boost for Palom. Like I said, this is going to unlock shops for us. It also is going to give us another free key item check, as well as some relatively free looting. And I think we're going to head straight down here. Currently, we're at 6 out of 30 dark matters that we need to find. He is a patent lawyer. I think this is the wrong stat. Yes. Let's go headband, wizard, poison arrow, samurai bow. Perfect. This feels so weird to just be selling a whole pile of defense swords and all these good items. Well, that helps. And our main thing we're looking for here is ethers. We'll take a Leviathan, though. We should find a Iridia without too much trouble. Land of Summoned Monsters. We are going to loot around the trap chest. So we'll hopefully find the trap chest quickly, reset out, and then be good to go. We did not. I would say if you haven't found it by this point, it's not great. So I think what I'm gonna do... That's actually one of the best chests to find it in. Like, it's an easy chest to skip. And I was not paying enough attention to know which chests I need to open and which ones I don't. curse string is going to be nice. That gives us guaranteed anchor. Granted, we also have a Tella, so we have a guaranteed anchor anyway. Whoops. There's the package. That's another character check, which is, I guess, not terrible. I'm gonna grab a couple coffins, because as I said, the early game here could be a little rough. We do have 2 sirens. So theoretically, we can use that to push through a bit. Dolls and a sparkle. We shouldn't have to fight them anyway. I was just kind of curious. And unfortunately, those are not really helpful. I'm gonna grab a dragon whip just in case. We haven't found any mage gear in these shops so far. There's our sorcerer robe. Still not enough? Fine, we'll buy 4 for now. So my thought here is we do Dwarf Castle on our way out. And by on our way out, I mean just looting and checking shops at this point. This is going to kind of skip the early stage for us. Getting 2 levels on Hallam is huge. Or 2 sirens, rather. Because this should get him quick. And that's going to make the early game go a lot faster. The brief hesitation of, do I want to try and do Dwarf Castle checks? Like, not just the shops? I think the answer is no. But I might be able to, honestly. Like, Quake goes a long way. We do want to do ordeals at some point here. My favorite part about Dark Matter is that you get to open all the fun treasure chests that you never get to in the regular game. One of the nice things with this is I don't care who I get. I know I want to do Mount Hobbs and get a character. Like, at this point, I don't know if there's anybody I would reset on. I guess Porum isn't great. Like I said, I don't really need 2 Porums in this, especially with Atella. There's Iridia, though. Yeah, we're good. That might be a wave. In fact, that is almost positively a wave. But that's okay. Actually, I think we just do this. Quake is a hell of a drug. Also, I didn't actually take the time to re-equip them yet, so that was Hallam without the Sorcerer Robe and the Mute Knife, and the Black, or the Black Robe in this case. I'm gonna go Black Robe first. She's good. Looks like we're halfway there on Dark Matters already. And I don't think it'll matter if we get levels on our last character. Because we will most likely be doing a D-Machine grind. For those who do not know, when a character is at least 10 levels below the average party member, they get double XP for the next fight until they catch up. And a D-Machine grind means we're going to be getting lots of XP in one fight, so it doesn't actually matter. As long as our middle character is 10 levels higher. So in this case, probably our Porum needs to be 10 levels higher than the Rydia and whatever our last character slot is. Elements. That works. That wasn't a key item. Bull Gauntlet is pretty much just a check for the key item. At this point, we don't have access to a lot of dungeons. We need to be able to get into dungeons to open more chests. Like, we could technically go through the areas we've got left. We don't need a lot more. We do also still need the Darkness Crystal at some point. I forgot she had the heroin robe on for a second there. Because you know what does more damage than Quake? Leviathan. It's a key item, but it's not a key item we need. At this point, we're mostly looking for... I mean, I guess, honestly, we're mostly looking for dark matters at this point. Like, we really don't need much else. We've got sorcerer robes. Like, we could use a Stardust Rod. But I don't think we're going to find one in Fabul Castle on Wildish. We haven't done this shop yet. This is the one above ground shop, is the cafe. Honestly, we probably don't need the fire bombs now. Thor rages. Okay. Yeah, we're past the power spike because we got underground right away and got those sirens. So, slightly less worried there. And let's head to our deals. Let's get telepowered up. Let's also visit the Chocobo Forest briefly. We still have, like... Charmrod is a slight upgrade to our current equipment. Moving the girl with the heroine robe into the front because she should be able to take those hits. That was probably dumb. That's okay, though. It did the job. The smarter play there probably would have been to have Porum attack instead of using a coffin. Back attack is Bahamut. Let's try and race him. Yeah. Also gets that Bacchus one out of my inventory. Honestly, this is a very good spot to have that Bacchus one. Just utilizing it to get Porum a couple turns very quickly. Glass Helm. And Evil Wall. Annoying. The important part there is we get all the spells. So, yeah. I guess we go Baron in. Again, we are woefully low on key item checks. We've found several non-key item rewards so far. Like, if we get Baron Castle, or... Oh, please don't be... Yep. This should be fine, it's just annoying. The Elec fish here are actually immune to Quake. Part of the reason that Twin Cast is valuable here. That's not helpful. Sure, we'll go through the Sylph animation. I guess we still have another fight after this, so it's probably not terrible to do. Whew. That's a rough spot for Cecil. Okay, good. I was about ready to be very grumpy because I wasn't paying attention when we started to which twin that was. And it is a Porum, which I don't need another Porum. But if it's a good key item, then it's still worth doing. And we go straight in here. I think we're at 16 dark matters. So I don't see a reason not to go full loot still. I mean, we're pretty much looting this entire time. We just need to make sure we throw stuff away once we stop needing the other items. So I don't have to clean out my inventory yet again. So at this point, we should be good on money. So Baron Castle is lots of treasure, several bosses, a couple key items, and a character. It's one of the best spots, just well-rounded. The downside is there are cutscenes, but they're not super big. This doesn't do it. I think it's... yeah. I was gonna say, you have to be careful with him because if you use summons, he will counter with Quake, which is why I didn't use them. And then I kind of had that brief moment of, okay, I could cast Float on myself and be cheeky. I somehow managed to throw away the one I wanted, and yeah, that was silly. I am not good at the pushing R to keep the, or to get rid of the stuff you don't want. Okay. I'm gonna hope we don't have to do the boss down here and just continue on. We found a few more dark matters in that, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think that puts us at 19 or 20. One of the Mylon fights. By the way, seeing the palette swaps that we have, one of the things that I keep thinking with this particular flag set is I really wish that I could I really wish that they gave you the option to customize character color palettes, and I realize that especially with dupes it's not practical, but I think it would be fun for one of them, instead of doing like the take the kids trick-or-treating, I could do like a... That is another palette. Perfect. So if this is Darkness Crystal, we are very happy. Antlion and Lunar Sparkle statues. Rat tail. We don't have a hook to turn that in, so that is a dead end. What do we have that we haven't turned in? Not much. Okay, so we need to start doing some weird checks at this point. Like, at this point, I think we're down to... Oh, Dwarf Castle. Let's just take care of Dwarf Castle quick, because I think we should be able to do that quick. Actually, we should probably put the diamond on that one. Let's go diamond here, and then let's go crystal up here. Crystal gives you an agility boost. I don't want the low level one going really fast. I want the twin with Quake to just wreck everything. Mylon Z is weak to arrows and fire. Fortunately, I do think that we caught up, but I think that's okay as far as that slingshot XP I was talking about. Like I said, we can probably still just do a quick grind if we need to. It does take a bit of XP to get Rydia up to Nuke, and we would very much like to have Rydia with Nuke for this fight. Unless we get a third Palom. In which case, the only thing we lose is a Tiara. Okay, tower key means that we can now do the tower checks. We do have... So we're up to 19 dark matter, so we do still have a good chunk left. Let's go ahead and do... Fortunately, we only have one ether currently, which is also going to make our grind a little trickier. I'll have to keep it short, I guess. Basically keeping the Zeus Gauntlet Dragon Whip as a backup in case we want to, or in case we end up with a Volvalis in a magic immune spot. So it's looking like we still have quite a bit to go. We still have our grind, we still have 11 dark matters, and we still have to find Darkness Crystal / pass. Probably both. But I think we're going to take a quick break here. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.